Hey everyone, welcome back to Path to Enlightenment. Let me start with a question. Have you ever regretted something you said, maybe just seconds after the words left your mouth? If your answer is yes, trust me, you're not alone. Words are powerful, and what we say can shape our relationships, our reputation, and even our own inner peace. Today we're diving into 4 things you should never speak about with others, inspired by the timeless wisdom of Buddha. But wait, before you think, I'm not Buddhist, does this even apply to me? Let me assure you, this isn't about religion. These principles are universal, and if you stick with me until the end, I promise you'll walk away with practical insights that could transform the way you communicate. What's even better? I'll share some real-life stories, my own lessons learned, and actionable tips to help you use your words to create more trust, kindness, and positivity in your life. So are you ready to unlock the secret to mindful speech? Let's dive in. Number 1, lying, the trust killer. The first and probably the most obvious one is lying. Now, we all know lying isn't great, but let's be honest, how often do we justify it? Whether it's a small white lie like, I'm on my way, when you haven't left yet, or something bigger, every lie slowly erodes something vital. Trust. Think about trust as a delicate thread connecting you to others. Each lie is a tiny cut, and over time, enough cuts will break that thread. Once trust is broken, it's incredibly hard to rebuild. And here's the thing, even small lies can make people question your integrity in the long run. A few years ago, I lied to a friend about being busy because I didn't feel like going out. Harmless, right? Well, they found out, and it changed how they viewed me. That little lie made them wonder if they could trust me on other things, and even though we patched things up, the dynamic between us was never quite the same. That experience taught me how fragile trust can be, even in strong relationships. What Buddha says about lying, Buddha's teachings remind us that lying not only hurts others, but also creates inner conflict. When we lie, we distance ourselves from who we truly are. Being truthful simplifies your life and brings peace of mind because you're not carrying the weight of deception. So how do we break the habit of lying? Here are a few steps. 1. Pause before you speak. Ask yourself, is this lie really worth it? 2. Own your mistakes. Admitting when you're wrong can actually earn you more respect. 3. Be honest with yourself. Stop telling yourself, it's fine, or I'll do it later when it's not. Choosing honesty doesn't mean being harsh or hurtful. It's about being real and building trust with others and yourself. Number 2, divisive speech, words that separate. Next up is divisive speech, words that create conflict or drive people apart. This could be gossip, rumors, or even venting in a way that stirs the pot. And let's be real, it's so easy to fall into this trap. Sometimes it happens out of frustration or boredom, but the damage it causes can be significant. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine you're at work and someone mentions a coworker isn't pulling their weight. You agree, maybe add your own comment. Suddenly, this negativity spreads, and people start treating that coworker differently. What started as a small remark has now created tension in the team. I've been guilty of this too. Once, I vented to a mutual friend about 2 close friends who were having a disagreement. I thought I was just letting off steam, but my words ended up making things worse. It was a tough lesson to learn that even well-meaning comments can cause unintended harm. What Buddha says about this? Buddha teaches us to speak words that bring people together, not push them apart. Divisive speech doesn't just hurt others, it also damages your reputation. People might see you as someone who creates drama, and over time, they might avoid confiding in you. So what can we do to avoid this? Here's what's worked for me. 1. Redirect gossip. When someone complains, point out something positive about the person they're discussing. 2. Encourage resolution. Suggest they talk directly to the person instead of venting. 3. Know when to stay quiet. If a conversation feels toxic, step away. Every time you choose connection over division, you're creating trust and harmony, not just for others, but also for yourself. Number 3, harsh speech, words that hurt. Let's move on to harsh speech, words spoken in anger or frustration that cut deeper than we intend. We've all been on both sides of this. Maybe you've said something hurtful in the heat of the moment, or maybe someone's harsh words stuck with you long after the conversation ended. Think about the last time someone snapped at you. It probably left you feeling small or defensive. Now imagine being the one who causes that hurt. It doesn't feel great, does it? Words have a lasting impact, and once they're said, you can't take them back. I once got into an argument with a family member and let my emotions take over. I said things I didn't mean, but the damage was done. Even after I apologized, I could see how deeply my words had hurt them. That moment taught me to pause and think before speaking. What Buddha teaches about harsh speech. Buddha's wisdom here is simple. Speak only when your words are more beautiful than silence. Harsh words can damage relationships, lower self-esteem, and create unnecessary distance between people. So how do we break the cycle of harsh speech? It's not easy, especially when emotions are running high. But here are a few things that have worked for me. 1. Pause before reacting. Take a breath and ask, will these words help or hurt? 2. Use I statements. Say, I feel upset when this happens, instead of placing blame. 3. Apologize when needed. A sincere apology can go a long way in repairing trust. Kindness takes effort, especially when emotions run high, but it's always worth it. Number 4. Idle chatter, the time drainer. Finally, we have idle chatter, those meaningless conversations or distractions that steal our time and energy. It might seem harmless, but over time, it can pull your focus away from what truly matters. We often engage in idle chatter to fill silence or avoid awkwardness. But silence isn't something to fear. It's an opportunity for reflection, connection, or simply being present. During a mindfulness retreat, I spent an entire day in silence. At first it felt awkward, but as time went on, I started noticing things I usually overlooked. My own thoughts, the sounds of nature, even my breathing. It was a powerful reminder of how much clarity silence can bring. What Buddha teaches about idle chatter. Buddha encourages us to ask, is this conversation meaningful? If not, maybe silence is the better choice. So how do you know if you're engaging in idle chatter? Here are a few signs. 1. Be comfortable with silence. Let pauses in conversations happen naturally. 2. Ask thoughtful questions. Shift from small talk to deeper topics. 3. Limit digital noise. Think before commenting or engaging online. Intentional communication helps you respect both your time and the time of others. All right, let's bring everything we've talked about together. Over the course of this video, we've explored 4 powerful lessons from Buddha about the way we use our words. Let's quickly recap. 1. Lying. It damages trust and creates unnecessary complications in our lives. Honesty isn't just the best policy, it's the foundation of meaningful relationships. 2. Divisive speech. Gossip and rumors might feel satisfying in the moment, but they create tension and harm relationships. Choose words that bring people together instead of driving them apart. 3. Harsh speech. Words spoken in anger can cut deeply, leaving scars that are hard to heal. Kindness and empathy can turn conflict into connection. 4. Idle chatter. While lighthearted talk can be fun, meaningless conversations often waste time and energy. Speak with intention and purpose to create value in your relationships. These aren't just abstract ideas. They're tools we can use every single day to make our lives and the lives of those around us better. Buddha's teachings remind us that our words hold incredible power. They can heal or hurt, unite or divide, uplift or drag down. The choice is always ours. Now I want to challenge you. Over the next few days, take a moment to reflect on your words. Ask yourself, am I being honest and transparent in my conversations? Are my words building bridges or burning them? Am I speaking with kindness even when I'm upset? Am I being intentional about the way I use my voice? Start small, maybe pick one of these lessons to focus on. You'll be amazed at how quickly mindfulness can transform your communication and even your relationships. If you found this video helpful, please don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who could benefit from these insights. And of course, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Your support means the world to me and helps us grow this community of mindfulness and positivity. Finally, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these lessons resonated with you the most, and how do you plan to apply it in your life? Let's start a conversation. We can all learn from each other. Thank you for watching and being a part of this journey. Until next time, remember, your words have the power to shape your world. Use them wisely, and may they bring peace and positivity to everyone you meet. See you in the next video.